my fight is official. I'll be fighting on New Year's Eve for RIZIN for the 10th anniversary event, so I really want those gold gloves. But with that being said, now I have an opponent, long, tall. So I'm trying to remember his name, Joji Goto. Long, tall, really strong left side. So hopefully I get some long, tall guys today and figure things out. If not, adapt and go from there. Because even if I can study the fight, he might do something different. So you never know. So we're gonna have some fun. But now I'm like motivated because I actually have a goal to aspire to. So it makes sparring so much more fun.
Put yourselves in scrambles, guys. Accept bad positions. Work around. Come on, let's flow.
Is fight camp over already? It's like right when you start, you're like, I can't wait till it's over. Everywhere I travel, I create like a second family. It's like when I was scared, you know?
He loves divided all over the place. Shorty is a known all over the world. The world loves you. The world loves Shorty. That's kind of crazy. You like David Schultz? You know David Schultz? Yeah. Remember David Schultz used to travel around Russia? Yeah, of course, man. Fuck.
I got my own Dagestani family and everything.
That's crazy, man.
No, praying with them and everything.
What?
It's all about who you know, bro. Getting to know the culture is awesome.
Like help. I grew up with help.
Go!
I was in college and
One for one. Back and forth. One combo for one combo.
Did you put duct tape on your gloves?
yeah. That's all I got, man.
Start here right now. It's harder across the space.
Training camp officially begin.
And that game plan early. Game plan early.
I was like game plan. I don't know what he's talking about.
Torres, right now you are not Kayla.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you play you.
Just be you, Shorty, be you.
Let's work.
Off that second line, there you go.
That's where you want to be. That's where you want to be.
All these deserve music. Music deserves balls. So fun, you look at
Sometimes it's too long, like on the cage, you go back, circle more. So when you put the pressure, he comes in, stop working the fight. So you keep him there, you stop him, you put him there. So great.
Hey, man, Sam. Fight this guy. What is that?
We're not.
Good, well that action was there, Shorty, we're moving. Good. First, let him respond, boom, perfect time.
Wow, you like this shit back there?
You absolutely like it.
Who do I can do that?
Open his stance.
Not me.
Open his stance.
The fucked up is last week I dropped a female with it. I'm like, oh, now my asshole drops female.
Now you're an asshole.
Yeah.
What up? And what up? Let's go.
Some people just don't get it. It's existentiallearning.com and a website for switch that you can build a brand for yourself, through your client list, and continue to confuse your parents all in one.
What is that?
The crazy thing is, after this, I gotta go train with Amanda. So I got an hour break, and I go spar with Amanda Nunes, helping her with Krahl Harrison, 5 rounds. So I'm doing 5 hard rounds, 3 hard rounds for my fight, only 3-round fight. 2 more, just keep moving, sweating, working the technique when I'm tired, don't do dumb shit, and rely only on those 3 rounds. And then try to carb up a little bit, rehydrate properly if I can, if that's a thing, and then go train with Amanda. I'm doing 2 camps at once pretty much. So my weight is coming down fast. And I'm getting really purple, not my hair.
Last round.
Wireless store for new single line customers who activate on a viewer. However, compatible unlock device and
Or kickboards.com for your middle school band.
You take himself. Meet like 6 months. You do stuff on the opposite side, so it's awkward. So, but I also can tell it's awkward for you. But then you hit me with it because I don't expect it because it's awkward. I'm like, oh, he won't throw it. And I'm like, oh shit. He called me with a nice high kick where I had my hand up, but that still would have hurt. But I was like, oh, I'm so happy I had my hand up. But with that being said, now I'm officially in training camp. Now I'm officially, you know, getting ready for a fight and focusing on stuff and have things exactly that I need to work on. My guy's tall and long and he has a strong left hand. So, you know, I gotta focus on moving to my left, maybe even going for takedowns, or if not worse is the worst, feinting him because he's tall, making him go up and down. I fought somebody who was taller, longer, who was a good stick and mover. 3 fights against him, so thank you, Nkosi. So this helps better prepare me for this. I feel more comfortable against a tall guy because fighting a guy my height, especially at flyweight, throws me off. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm so used to training with bigger people. So me finally going with somebody at a heavier weight class, longer, taller, it's almost a norm for me. You know, going with Daniel Marcos, Gus, all these other guys, I'm like, cool, I'm the shortest one anyways, so it's fun. But now I have something to work on, and that's why I try my best to stay ready in this camp. You know, helping Amanda, but, you know, focusing on myself. So it's the hard part of this camp is trying to focus on both in the most productive way, because I'm going to do both no matter what, and I want to. But it's difficult, because I can burn out. I more than likely will. But I have to also maneuver in that time, because the training camp's never perfect. You're going to burn out, you're going to do this is going to happen. Hiccups, you get injured, knock on wood, it doesn't happen anytime soon, but there's always an injury in camp. You know, maybe my injury is doing 2 camps at once, you know, overtraining maybe. So it's figuring out that hiccup and going from there. It's my livelihood. Other people drive Uber and work and still do this and have kids, you know, so if they can do it, I can do it, and vice versa. So let's get it. Day 1 of camp officially done 1 month ago, and I'll see you all in Japan. Oh God, I'm done. For the first day, it went well. The hard part is it's focusing on myself, but then also knowing I'm literally doing some in an hour after this. To not just, because it's gonna help me. I need to wrestle and beat Krahl Harrison. She's obviously a phenomenal athlete, so I gotta try my best to be like her as well. But it's also giving Amanda the look she needs. So it's changing my style, yes, but it's helped me adapt another one at the same time that I might need in my fight when it comes to wrestling. But again, I did well. We got to make it a little more organized, but literally it's the first day of camp. So that's the process. That's how camps go. You figure it out, play by ear, and go, okay, cool, we need to do this. Okay, cool, we need to do that. We need to change this, change that. So, you know, my first sparring day is done. My official first sparring day is done. And then, you know, go work with Amanda, and then later on tonight, run 5 miles. I walk about 5.5 miles a day, and then sauna. So, you know, I'm trying to do stuff so the mishap of the last fight doesn't happen. Given I'm at 35, so I have a little more weight to have fun with, but I'm also overtraining and maybe training a little bit more, should I say. So I got to do the right things to maneuver around that wall when I feel a little burnt out or overtrained, or the weight's not coming down. Because even at 35, I'm gonna have a wall that I have to pass, and if that's a challenge in itself. And with only a month to go, that's a process. It sucks. And now I'm doing it by myself. I'm not in Mexico where I have someone cooking and taking care of me. I'm doing this all myself now. So it's a process. It's a sacrifice of being independent. It's a shit show, but you know, no one's gonna take care of you, no one's gonna save you but you. So, you know, shout out to my guys in Mexico. Sorry, low boxing everyone. But with that being said, one day at a time. And off this fan, man, I'm really excited for this. Those are my people. You know, I'm really, really, really excited for it. So, and my walkout's gonna be dope. I'm already planning way too ahead. So one day at a time. But calm down, I'm getting too excited. When I moved down to Florida October 1st, 165, and I gotta get down to 135. For 30 pounds, when I was at flyweight, at least for the last fight, I got called the month before and I lost 40 pounds. That cost me the fight. I didn't know how much a weight cut could really affect you. And I didn't really have a full 24 hours to rehydrate. There was a lot of, you know, hiccups that I had to go through, and it just, you know, cost me the battle, sadly. So it was a learning experience. That's why I was like, I don't have a fight, but I'm gonna stay hopeful. I'm gonna be on that RIZIN card. I'm gonna promote, make my voice heard, a closed mouth don't get fed. I'm gonna keep on doing this, even though they say no, until it happens, and it doesn't happen, you know? So luckily, I stayed ready. I stayed decently committed, even though for some reason everyone had a fucking birthday in November and Thanksgiving. So I ate a lot to an extent, but it's also a lifestyle change. So I'm trying my best to really adapt that, not make this a forced diet in my head. No, man, I can still enjoy some stuff, but I need to maneuver it. Now I'm in camp. Obviously, let's cut that out. Short time to stay strict. But when I'm out of camp, let's enjoy myself a little bit, give myself that boost of morale that I maybe need or just enjoy, and then get back to it. Because if all goes on, I win, I might fight in March. So I literally had to come back here. Actually, I had to come back here immediately and help Amanda Nunes for January 24th. So right after my fight, I don't just have to come back training, but I have to make sure I'm healthy enough to do so. Because I want her to win her championship back. You know, she's fighting a very tough opponent, Kayla. Very good person, both as a person and as an athlete. So I gotta better help prepare her for that, but I gotta be prepared for it myself. If I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of anybody else. So now I'm immediately in the camp, you know, for helping her for her camp, and then maybe I'm fighting again in March. I don't know. That's always up in the air. So I would literally help her for her camp, then stay in or get back in my camp. So it's, dude, this fight life sucks. There's no schedule. There's no, and these are all tentative. I've had fights where like, you're gonna fight in March. Ah, I'm sorry, June. I'm sorry, August. You know, it's December. What? I've been down here and I'm away from home. So it's, dude, this shit sucks. It's a sacrifice, but I only have so much time to actually sacrifice this. So you might as well try your best to make it worth it. So it's a caveat. You know, Fullmetal Alchemist, you know, so, you know, equivalent exchange, there you go. So it's a process, one day at a time. I'm happy, but it's also trying to keep myself at peace here. That's the biggest part. But let's try to stay healthy. Come on, Hercules, Hercules. Get out! I don't have much time to digest my food, so I made like a shake. It's protein, oatmeal, what is it? Protein powder, oatmeal, honey, cinnamon, blueberries, and like the PB powder for a little bit of fat, but also a little more protein. Because I'm going straight back to work. Like I'm gonna die out. So I need the honey for the, you know, the glycogen restore. I just literally, all pun intended, blew my load here. So I need to rehydrate. I need to feel better. I need to sugar rush a little bit. Got the oatmeal for the carbs. Got the protein so my muscles don't die out in fatigue. And hopefully stay there. And if they die, if they deteriorate a little bit, hey, it might help me with weight. But cinnamon for inflammation, people don't know. What else? That's right, the PB powder just for taste and flavor. And so, and blueberries, sugar, antioxidants. I need to stay healthy. I need to be awake. So I'm trying my best. Because Amanda's gonna try to kill me. We can't film that, sadly. But Amanda's gonna try to kill me, and you'll see why January 24th. Cheers. Did I look cool today? Did I look cool today? Did I look cool? Better? No, a protein shake. Like mix up blueberries, oatmeal, like that. If you said it's not smart,
It's not as fun.
oh. I was like, I literally broke down why. I thought you said it's not smart. I'm like, fuck me, fuck. Just start crying. So I'm trying to drink as much water as possible because again, Kayla's pressure is phenomenal. And I can do it, Marab. I can do it. But there's a reason why Amanda Nunes is labeled as one of the best in the world, the best to ever do it. Female or not, she hits hard. She's super talented, dude. It's one of those, like, I'm like, oh, you're a female drag, or you're a girl dragon. It's 100% to that, like that. She scares the hell out of me, and I feel like Donkey every time. Two things. One is she's really, really talented, and I'm not at all trying to be like sexist or anything, but like as a female, sometimes when you train with a female, you have to like, you know, slow it down more faster or stronger depending on the style. Not with her. Like you're like, oh shit, like I actually have to work. You know, given she's a 2 weight class world champion, all that stuff. So it's a process, but like you're like, oh cool, you go with this girl, you gotta like dumb down a little bit, you know, minus the strength a little bit, maybe minus the speed, but the technique is there. Her, no, you have to hit her, because she's gonna hit you. Last week I had a black eye. I'm pretty sure it's from her. Like, she hits hard, and I have to be southpaw. Still giving her to change my style a little bit. She's beating me up until I get in. Like, this sucks. Like, it's one of my first camps that I train with somebody where I'm like, oh, you can hit me. Oh, no, you can't hit me. Like, because she hits, and you're like, oh, you punch like a man. Like, you punch really, really hard. Again, you're a girl dragon. Like, oh. You get surprised, and it's a process, man. She's super technical. And the one thing I like about her a lot is the first day I'm out wrestling her. I'm the better wrestler. I would hope I would be. And I'm grappling her, and somebody's like, hey, you should bring it down a little bit. She's like, no, I want more. I'm like, damn, you just want to get better. You just want to go. And that's what she does. She works, man. She's really, really strong. Like, she changes the whole, like, she can honestly compete with some men. It's ridiculous.
One more. Trying to gas myself out every single time. That's the effort you're gonna fight in. Okay? Perfect. No injuries. We went hard as fuck. But we got out healthy. That's exactly how you sparring needs to be. Okay, go on. Big Mark. Oh yeah.
That's how real niggas fade they mustache.
Shorty trying to kill me today.
I didn't try to kill you.
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to reconsider.
I technically went for a takedown twice. That's how you know I'm not trying to kill
I'm gonna have to
you.
reconsider the people in my life, bro.
I know you was tricky because he wasn't good with me. So you thought I was trash, you were going slow.
I was like, oh, I'm doing community service right now.
Yo, you
Damn.
already know about me, what the hell going on?
If I was you, bro, I wouldn't take that type of disrespect.
Bitches be tripping over nothing. Alright. Literally just finished sparring. You see how like tired I am? Time to do it again. But 5 rounds. Yay. If I don't come back, that means Amanda killed me. See y'all next week.
Next week for episode, the next episode.
Yeah. If we make it that far.